Peace. Prince Ash here, back with another vlog. I feel like I haven't gotten too in depth into this for a while, and I think it's time. I'm making a lot of content again, and I like doing that. So I like pumping out the content. Make hay while the sun shines, while the going's good. Drop all that shit, and let's get the numbers up. We're 5 subs away from 300, I think. When we get to 300, I'll do a special and something nice for you anyway. PayPal is going to be in the description if you want to make a donation to help keep the show running, pretty much. Get the album mixed, because I don't know, I need a bit of financial help. That's the way it is, and I have gotten some support already, which I appreciate. So that'll all be in the description of my new single and the new album. So anyway, now that that's out of the way, I wanted to talk about the psychosis. And I spoke earlier today in a video about criticizing myself, and it's something I have to be conscious of. And to be honest, I got back into no surprise, I got back into that headspace, where I started really feeling it. It was a feeling, I criticized myself, and I wasn't letting it get to me before, but it came in the form of a feeling of isolation, or a feeling of shock, I suppose, at the past, and waking up it goes back to waking up in complete shock of, the bad days in addiction, where I'd wake up and be and it'd hit me what happened the night before, and I'd be freaking out pretty much, how the fuck did that happen? Why did I do that? Oftentimes I would have been a petty thief and stolen things and broken into cars and stolen phones off people, and I would have been on a lot of drugs and alcohol, and it affected me pretty badly, and things got scary. If I could change one thing about the past, I mean, I hate even going into this, but it would just be the lengths I went to get alcohol in my system. I drank hand sanitizer a few times, and I was severely lacking sleep as well, and that just pushed something over the edge, to be honest. I always think to myself, fuck, I shouldn't have drank the hand sanitizer. I feel like I can blame that on, but I've been struggling with this shit for a long time. I have been struggling with episodes since I'm 18 or 19, and I remember when I went to Reunion Island in 2018, I feel like that's where the episodes kind of really got a hold of me. There was definitely signs of it before that in Ireland, but I remember getting spiked, getting drugged with spice, and it would just send me to a really dark place, and I'd be hearing voices, head spinning. It would be an extremely intense feeling, almost like you're about to die and your heart's beating really fast, you're sweating, you can't open your eyes, glued to the spot. And I feel like that was detrimental as well. And again, it's kind of me looking for something to blame, but the result is I'm 8 months sober now, off everything, gambling, drink, drugs. I wouldn't even buy a lotto ticket now anyway. And I still get episodes, and I hear voices, and I struggle with it. Like, it's shit when it happens, and it fucking makes me want to fucking put my head through a wall, or makes me want to fucking just curl up in a ball and die, like. And I always get feelings like I don't fucking deserve this after all the hard work I'm doing to try and better myself. Which brings me to a question: why did I get sober? Why? Because I want to be happy. And the life I was living and the lifestyle I was living took everything from me, and it just made me feel like a piece of dirt, lower than a snake's belly on the floor. It literally made me feel like a piece of dirt, and that I shouldn't be in society, and that there's no hope, and there's nothing nice about this world, and that there's nothing worth living for. And I am grateful I had music all this time to kind of... Sorry, my ear is itchy, man. Yeah. I had music to kind of keep myself going in the meantime. But things did change, and they slowly changed, and it's been a painful process, and fucking... Like, I ended up in rehab 6 times. And probably twice, I'd say, I should have been in hospital. I shouldn't have been admitted into rehab. I should have been in the psych unit, like, because I was extremely unwell, not grounded in reality. Like, I remember, we'll take it back to 2022. I got admitted to rehab for, like, the 4th time it was, or the 5th. Doesn't matter what time it was, really, but, like, I went in there coming from the homeless shelter where I was having a full-blown psychosis. Ended up in rehab, and they gave me, like, a plate of dinner, and I had to wait in my room, like, and I took the knife. Didn't touch the dinner, took the knife. I fucking had it in my pocket, and I was hiding behind my door, and I thought people were trying to break in. And if a worker happened to have opened that door, like, God knows what would have happened. Or if someone happened to have walked in, God knows what would have happened, because I thought I was going to be killed by people. I believed I was. I believed there was people breaking in trying to kill me, so I thought I was acting in self-defense, like. But fortunately, no one crossed paths with me while I was going through that, pretty much. And after a while, I realized something's not quite right. Like, you know, maybe it is just my head playing tricks on me, even though it's such an intense, vivid, realistic experience. Like, and, like, I was hearing voices shouting at me saying, like, this and this person have just died, and all your family are dead, and all these horrible things were happening. And I was just going through, like, just amplified feelings of feeling like a piece of dirt. And the one good thing I could say about that, like, is fucking... It made me grateful that none of that is real, like, and that no one's out to kill me, like, and no one's out to really get me, and no one has punished me or taught me a lesson, even though certain people have in some senses. Like, I've been assaulted couple of times and fucking been persecuted by the guards, like, for certain things. And yeah, I'm just grateful. I'm grateful I'm grounded in reality today, like. And I didn't mention the long night. I'll link that in the description, because that, like, took away like 3 or 4 years of my life and really fucked me up, like. And yeah, I feel like I'm still undoing the damage of that, like, today, literally. But the damage is being undone. That's the good thing. Like, I'm doing well now. I'm pretty good, like. But on the flip side, I still struggle. And I didn't like the way I was treated by a lot of people, and neglected by certain people. And yeah, it was just a fucked up time, like. It's literally having vivid memories of being raped and assaulted and fucking abused and shit, like. And I know now that didn't happen, like, but I believed it at the time. And yeah, it just caused me a bit of grief. And how do I feel about that today? I feel like it was an utter waste of my time, like, to even, because I became obsessed with it, and I became obsessed with certain people that featured in my memories, like. And I was always waiting for justice, like someone was gonna fucking save the day for me and reclaim my reputation that was taken away from me in addiction, by my own doing, and, you know, by some other people's doing as well, like. Wasn't all my fault. And I know today I didn't deserve any of that shit I went through. You know, I was grieving. Lost my dad, my uncle, my grandparents. I'd lost good friends. I was addicted to drugs. That was all shit. Really shit, like. And if you can relate to that, that's cool, man. Let me know in the comments if you can relate to it. Yeah, I hope I never have to go back through that again. And, like, another reason why I got sober is, like, I can actually just picture this whole situation getting so much worse if I were still in addiction. My mental health would deteriorate even worse. I just suffer so much more than what I'm suffering now, or, you know, infinitely more. Just a bottomless pit of despair is what awaits me in addiction, like. And I don't want to go back to that shit, like. It's just fucking so shit. So painful. So stressful. And I don't want that in my life ever again. And it's just for today, I suppose, yeah. But yeah, everything's good today. Peace.